First up is Provan.
Well, I have a puppet to be Dr. Rose. Yeah! And I only have two hands. Here's your. You'll notice her mouth doesn't move. And mine does. That's because she's a puppet. But she will now give you all of the good advice that Dr. Rose always gives. And you can believe in her because she talks about how to be young and thin. You can't be thinner than a puppet. Do you see this? That's her body. And she wears the colors that Dr. Rose talks about. The black and red that make you look slimmer. She never chews gum or gets jowls. She never drinks wine. She doesn't have a mouth. And as far as the things that Dr. Rose tells you about your foundation garments, your brassiere, Dr. Rose will tell you that you need to have your nipple just halfway in between your wrist and your elbow. Well, of course, the puppet Dr. Rose has no nipples. If she did, they would be in the wrong place. Dr. Rose also loves to tell you about the various tests that they give to find out how you can be younger and thinner. They took a group of people, and one group watched videos about exercise equipment. The other group watched videos about just ordinary things like insurance. Then they took them out to lunch. At that point, the group that was in good hands ate 12% less than the group that had been watching the Stairmaster. Which just goes to show you, you don't have to exercise. You just have to look at the equipment. Then they did another study. And they discovered that if you sit down all day long, you get fat cells in your butt. So that's when Dr. Rose told all of you, give her a standing ovation.
show some adult. As many of you probably noticed, Jason Green of Dream Day Comedy is notoriously absent because he hurt his foot last week, so he can't get on and off stage. And as his comedy partner, I felt personally committed to spend a week in his house. Waiting on that man hand and foot feels worse than two uncles touching you at the same time. You feel like a slave, sitting there getting coffee made for you, getting delicious popcorn, talking about celebrities. Let me tell you, if I ever saw Nelly, I'd be like, I'm so glad your boo-boo got better. 90s people get that, you saw us. I should. You know, you go on Twitter and tell all your friends you met Nelly. Tom Hanks once told me that name dropping is for pussies, so probably shouldn't do that. Who here is ready for another cougar? Cougar Town, population U, with dolls and illustrations. I expect a full boob slip coming out. I'll be in the front row, wetting my lips and prepping my phone. Everybody, Mary Byrd! I don't know what I'm thinking.
Thank you, Angora. No wardrobe malfunctions. But you guys are doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. I lost a bunch of weight. What do you think? Bunch of weight. You know, it's kind of like with a yo-yo diet. A couple of years ago, I lost 175 pounds, and I gained it all back. It was horrible. And in the last few months, I've lost 185 pounds. I know, it's pretty amazing. I do not plan to gain it back, you know, because I changed the locks on my heart, and I moved as well. But it's like, you know, it's sad but true. But Louis C.K., he said, you know, good marriages do not go bad, and this is true. All right, this guy, I once told him I was thinking about getting a tattoo. He said, well, how about a spider to go with the veins? I know. Once he told me that I looked, I reminded him of J-Lo, which might have been a compliment, but we were shopping for bike seats at the time. Not very nice, not very nice. And he was following me home once and told me I drove like an old lady. I said, you know, I want to live to be one. She said, mission accomplished. So, you know, no great loss. But now there is an answer to the great experiment. Can a Yankees fan and a Red Sox fan live together and love each other? Now, the answer to that is yes. But there's an expiration date on that shit. There is an expiration date on that. And, you know, if you're scoring at home, you know that the Yankees and Red Sox do not like each other at all. They're complete opposites. And also, you know, if you're scoring at home, you're not really scoring at home. That's just an observation. But we're total opposites, and it's going to be a better thing because, you know, if I shit diamonds, the man wanted pearls. It was just not a good thing, not a good thing. But now he has me in a conundrum because for so many years, I was pretty sure there were no such thing as a cougar. You know, and because I am vintage, I have sometimes been mistaken for a cougar, but I'm like, you know what, I'm married, I'm not dating, I can't possibly be dating younger men. But, you know, those day times have changed. And it could be true, I might be a cougar. But I was pretty sure for a long time that that was just something that younger men made up. And Hollywood perpetuates it. I do believe in cougars. I do believe in cougars. Yeah, like you're going to walk into a bar and go, here, Kiki, and they'll come running. I'm Huckleberry. That only happens in the movie show, and I'm sorry. But you know what? Vintage women, they're attractive. They're attractive. Now for men, there's a couple different kinds of men. Men who prefer, like, much younger women are known as rhinos. women, they are attractive because, you know, we're successful and we're beautiful and we're experienced. Really, yeah. Who's gonna drag you by your man root, walk you around, rock you like a rocking horse, drain you dry, and put you up wet? That takes years of practice. Years and years of practice. And so, to stand-up comedy, let's give it up for our brand new comics. It's fun to come out. Yeah! And I'd love to have you here. And I will talk to you later. Thanks.
Oh my goodness. Is this thing on? No, it's not. Ladies and gentlemen, Byrd! Yeah! You are lucky, ladies. Being married is awesome. Being single is hard. You get all kinds of weird conundrums. Ladies, if you flush more than 4 times and it doesn't go down, it might be a baby. Look again. Got a couple of laughs on that. I'm scared of having children, personally. I'm scared of having children. I've actually switched from tampons to live mice. In hopes. Who here is ready for another comedian? But not just any other comedian. We're talking about the man in the myth, Cyrus Moses, everybody!
Greetings, Earth Warriors. I just want to thank all of your ancestors for making sweet love. And I want to remind you that it took a lot for you to get here, and that you, each one of you, every one of you, people behind the bar, you are the head of an ancient genetic snake. And the memory of your grandfathers and grandmothers is embedded deep within you. And I appreciate you for coming out. I just want to say that. No joke there. They're trying to, actually, the government is trying to tell us how big our sodas can be. Have you guys heard about this at all? They're trying to regulate the size of the beverages that we consume. And I appreciate it. They're doing it out of love. You know what I mean? They want us to be healthy. They don't want us to be a bunch of diabetes having just Dolly with the soda pop on, just pushing that shit around. More insulin. But I think that the focus is in the wrong thing. Like soda pops, yeah, that's bad. But what the real issues are, I think, have been kind of pushed below the fold, such as the ever-increasing diameter of the hole in the squeezable mayonnaise container. I swear to God, they have one that's like a 2-inch ribbon. Fucking ribbons of Miracle Whip. I think they should only be able to have 1 inch. I live in the mountains. I'm a mountain man. I really am. I've lived out there for about 4 years. I live in Cedar Crest in a log cabin on 5 acres. Chop wood. I go hiking. I saw a deer. I saw a fucking deer. But one thing I noticed about living out there, it's kind of funny, is you'll be driving, and there's something that people on a small mountain road, if you live in a mountain town, you probably know about this, or have you ever lived in a rural area, you're driving your car, you're just chilling, you're driving, and you do this, and you see someone. You just do it. My girlfriend will be driving, and I'll still do it, because I'll see that the other person's doing it, and I'll do it. It's like I'm in the passenger seat, but I'm still doing it. And then I realized, like, it's kind of weird, and some people do it like an angle, and then it was like, Cedar Crest. Speaking of Nazis and brainwashing, I've been watching a lot of TV lately. Not that much, but sometimes I do watch it and I get absorbed. Watch the shit out of TV. Just fucking. It's the boringest commercial ever. Cyrus, what are you doing? You want a BJ or something? No, shut up! About to order a fucking Snuggie, a camel Snuggie with a dick hole. Where's my phone? I get absorbed. An angel could descend from the heavens when I'm watching TV and offer me the secrets to eternal life and salvation via chocolate fellatio. And I'd be like, watching Pawn Stars. What is pawn shops are crazy. Me and Alan have a homie named Grace Smith. And I gotta shout out something that he talked about because it made me laugh so hard. He said that pawn shops should have a special sale. Pawn shops should have a special sale where like you bring in all your crap, like everything you own, and they give you a working gun and one bullet. That's Grace Smith. I think, speaking of guns, speaking of killing yourself in the face, Jesus, this is dark yet hilarious. I think we're seeing a lot of anti-human technology, just fuckery. We have the technology, we're just using it in the wrong ways. We have the most top-level, badass technology. What do we have? Red light cameras. Fucking alcohol checking breathalyzer interlocks. Screw that. Self-checkout machines. Oh, I hate self-checkout machines. Fucking squeezable mayonnaise. Anti-human technology, but the worst. Drones. Fucking drones. What's the worst invention that you could ever make? If you were to just walk up to someone, what's the worst thing that the scientists could make? Maybe just like something that kills people or shoots you in the face. That's what a drone is. And I think if we took the huge budget that's going into making drones, fucking red light cameras, self-checkout machines, this type of fuckery, and put it towards an army of pleasure drones. Pleasure drone, roll me a joint and give me a foot massage. Pleasure drone, bring me a teacup full of lukewarm water and a long bendy straw. I'd like a ball koozie. Thanks guys, my name is Cyrus Moses.
Finally working now, huh? Didn't work before. Yeah, I gave it a little bit of this. It worked. Just my towards. Who here loves Snuggies, by the way, Cyrus? Cyrus is talking about Snuggies. Who here owns Snuggies? Isn't that the most evil thing ever invented? It's like some dude took a robe and he wore it backwards and now that dude has butlers.
The very amazing
movies. It's not part of the bit. Carry on with the show. I have Asperger's, or that's what people tell me. I think that's a nice little way of saying, hey buddy, you watch way too many horror movies and you lived in a ditch for 10 years. But, I like horror movies. I try and watch regular movies, but you know what? There's not enough puking and shit. It doesn't mirror my own life. I remember one time, I lived for a very long time in a ditch in Santa Fe. I didn't have a name, but sometimes the best places don't have names. We lived in this ditch for a minute. I remember one time we moseyed on out to the Warehouse 21 to see a show. And shit, we needed liquor. Ended up there, we ended up there, a bunch of little high school kids and stuff. It's me, my good friend Jizz, this one guy Beer, I don't even think he was actually Mexican, but hey, whatever. So, we're all hanging out, and next thing you see all these little kids, those young punk rockers coming out, and then you see their parents in the corner, like, oh my God, me and Randy, we're all about the capitalism, so we see them, and we're like, oh, fuck. Randy looks at me, he's like, oh, fuck, son, what the hell are we gonna eat tonight? Oh, shit, cold feet and sausages again. Oh, God, of course, at this time, the toad, ladies, they kind of walk over and like, oh my God, is that true? We're like, oh, fuck, yeah, it's definitely true. Here's $20. I swear as soon as it hit my hand, it turned to Beer and Jizz, and it's like, we're getting fucking whiskey. Fuck yeah, So we got our bottle of whiskey, we're heading down the train tracks, and you know what? Oh, fuck, what's that home bum doing? Oh, fuck, he's got his pants down. We roll up a nice big square turd next to a very clean pair of socks, actually. Our friend Randy, his stomach, you figure for an old school gutter punk, he'd be a little more hardy in the tank, but not so much. We're hanging out, and fucking Jizz immediately. It's like, ah, fuck, you see that shit, Randy? Fucking picks it up. Oh man, it was like slow motion. Picked up that sock and that turd. It started flying. Ah, fuck, we went like a foot and hit the goddamn ground. Fucking old man pussy Randy. Puking up his dentures into his hands like fucking clockwork. But man, this guy, we gave him a lot of shit. I remember one time Jizz felt sorry for him. I was like, okay, old man, come to the tent. Give me fucking head, right? Never heard the fucking end of it. You figure it, the guy eating pussy wouldn't be like, I love that shit. Stinking real good. 5 minutes later, we see Randy rolling out of the tent down the arroyo. Dad, get his bad head! Zips up the tent. But that's just, everyday life, you live in a ditch, kind of look up, you become an optimist real quick, it's like, ah, fuck, man, chimichangas! Hell yeah, it's a good day, bro. Fuck yeah, man. Every fucking week, shit, hippies, man. Who here hates hippies? Raise your fucking hand. I can't even see you, break fucking light. I had a lot to drink, but hey, I'll take a gander that we all hate hippies and stuff. Rainbow gathering. Fuck my life. I've never been to a rainbow gathering, but I've traveled in the wake of one. Every town we got to, people were like, oh, fuck. You're one of them goddamn rainbows. Going off and shit. It got so bad to the point we were like, nah, man, we're a Canadian punk band. I've never even heard of a rainbow. What's that? We have fog. Very nice, but this shit don't work. People see through it, they're like, yeah, fucking right. Might as well have apple pie pouring out of my back pocket, which I really do like pie. If anybody's got some apples, but but that's life. What is life? You know, I look around, everybody's like, ah, fuck, you know, Susie, what's her fuck? Just change her status on Facebook to it's complicated. Well, fuck, man, you know, I could have sworn it wasn't that complicated like 2 years ago to ditch. Now that's complicated, but I don't know, what was I talking about? Hey, horror movies, man. You guys like horror movies? You know, I always draw back to that at one point, and it's just like, fuck, man. You know? Dude, how many times do you watch a perfectly good horror movie? You know, like Hostel. I was kind of into it for a minute, and then I was like, oh, fuck. All these stupid people are naked. When are they going to get fucking killed? I kind of sit there after a while, watching another movie. It was like, big nuns with new guns or some shit. I'm watching it and I'm like, okay, they're nude, but fuck, man. If I was just brutally gang raped and like hooked on heroin, I'd be killing motherfuckers. Fuck that shit. I wouldn't be crying about it. There wouldn't be a fucking montage. That's for fucking sure. But hey, that's my problem. I want to see more horror movies. Walking Dead. Shit. Oh, great. Okay. It's the fucking apocalypse. What the fuck are we following the joint kill fucking love triangle? I'm a fucking sheriff. I don't like them shenanigans. There's only room for 2 sheriffs in this here vagina, mister. Well, shit. Last time I fucking checked, the dead are walking. Fuck, it's in the title, bud. I don't want to, come on, marriage counseling? I figured that would be the first thing out the fucking window with the dead fucking. It's like, Billy, that really hurt my feelings. You know what, bitch? Get the fuck down and shut up. Turn off the fucking lights. The dead are walking. But hey, obviously I'm not a big time movie director. But fuck, if you want to give me money, I'm down. Hey, let's do it. I got a theory on being famous. It's not about becoming famous. It's when some jackass in the corner is like, oh, who the fuck's that asshole? Oh, he did this. It's kind of a big deal. It's when the other asshole is like, you know what, I think that guy might be famous. That's when you reach it. That's when you're like, oh, fuck. I gotta change my Facebook account. Shit. But, I don't know. Man. And I'm just gonna stand here. Are we waiting for somebody else? Fuck, man. I owe you people money? What the hell? Shit. This is getting awkward.
This is really awkward.
Yeah, hella awkward.
It's getting a little awkward.
Oh shit. That's the California. What the fuck, bro?
Give a little outro. Give everybody a name one more time.
Charles Vick Duncan.
Yes, Charles Vick Duncan, everybody. First time on stage. That was fucking awesome. Everybody talks. You know how people always talk about what they would do in the fucking zombie apocalypse?
Oh, I know.
And it's like a big dig contest. Everybody's just sitting there going like, I steal a tanker. And I go to the Midwest. Or some people go, no, I get on a horse. Because a horse doesn't require gas. And I'm smarter than you, and I would survive longer in the zombie apocalypse. Let me tell you, I will survive the least longest in the zombie apocalypse. Because, fuck you, I am commandeering a yacht. And I'm gonna live like Scarface for 6 months during the zombie apocalypse. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna live like Scarface. And then I'm gonna OD on whatever I can get my hands on. I assume all yachts have cocaine. But if they don't, I could freebase a shark. I'm pretty sure freebasing a shark's pretty intense. There's no I in team, but there is an I in the human centipede. But you can't fixate on that shit too much or else you end up in the middle. Give it a minute. It's also a U, but you always end up at the back. Alright, who's ready
what's up? That was your first time? Oh man, you're a killer. I like that it kept going, you know, you was like, you can flash the light. But when you're a rock star and someone's flashing you, you continue. I like that guy. Are you friends with that guy? You don't have to make a solid yes or no answer. I would do that too. In court, I would do the exact same thing. That guy?
Of course I'm friends with him.
That guy's Asian. If your hair is that greasy and long, you must have gone through a bullet train with pussy flaps. Like, that guy is both the cowboy and the bull guy. That's a reference to an artist. That part's the joke. Are you filming this? Can you blur my face out? Man, I didn't sign shit. I'm not too, you don't look like you own a computer, so I'm not too worried. Fun with making the audience hate you. So on positive notes, I saw an abortion today. It's okay, I paid for it. That's what capitalism's about. The exchange of currency. It wasn't like a cute abortion with like fingernails and a future. It was Battleship. The cinematic adventure. I don't know if you've seen this movie. It's a grand old time. We enjoy this? It's a grand old time! This was funner than Battleship. Because Battleship, I was excited, and then they started acting. But like there was a moment in Battleship where I was so excited to see it. I wanted like Rihanna to say, oh shucks, you sunk my battleship. Right? And did you want to see that? It never happened. She has like 4 lines. You can Google them on YouTube. There's only 4. I mean, they're sexy as fuck, but they're not, you sunk my battleship. I watch them on YouTube. I'd like to hear no reactions. You're the kind of audience member, you be my +1. The part that did happen, I was really excited about, because 4 hours into the movie, after the credits, they were still going at it, because neither of them had found the other one's submarine. And so they started strafing the Atlantic Ocean in diagonal patterns. Diagonal is Latin for diagonal. You didn't know that. Diagonal patterns. Because that's the best way to, because we're the US military, and we're guessing. Was that sexual enough for your girls? That's my buddy Joe. This is the first time on stage. Give him a round of applause. Let me tell you about my friends. I invite them to support me, and they all say, okay, but we're going to do it too and do it better than you. Joe, I brought Margaret, Jared. Jared doesn't even fucking stay for my show. He's like, yeah, I'm going to support you. Tell you 1.5 beers with me, I'm going to dance around 4th Street. That dude's serious in the Milk Global at Sandia Bowl, like Paul's pants down. He's Asian, it's not overly offensive.
Cyrus is.
Don't interrupt me! You had your golden moment. You like this? This is a new style I'm bringing in. You don't like this?
Yeah.
I'm trying to start a trend. What I'm actually trying to start is Weekend at Bernie's 3. This is my goal. Because Andrew McCarthy needs a job. Because they're not going to make a mannequin 2. Oh, you can tell who's over 30 because they got that.
29.
Ah, that's funny. You're so advanced for your age. I got my settle on. Smells like perfume. Shouldn't have said that. I don't use perfume. Because if I did, it would make a perf out of you and me. That's a joke about another joke. there's this billboard on I-25 with a naked lady going like this that says I'm supposed to look at you for a while. So I had paid attention to you for as long as I jerk off to her. Alright. That was fun. Where's Alan at? Can someone else hold a hand up? Because I can't see his. He was talking about elections, and there was no one like that was for him that he could like support because no one had his voice. And I was like, oh, that's too bad. Like, it'd be awesome like Professor X was running. Because he has good ideas. Legs don't mean anything. Where's Cyrus at? There you are. There you are, your lesbian best. I could say Doc Holiday, but I chose not to. You look good. What was it, your army? Your army of bots that'll do what you want to do? Haven't you ever met a 19-year-old and her friends? Same fucking thing. I'm gonna go out with my friends. Here's a 6-pack of Corona Light. Keep my bed warm. Wear fucking slippers so your feet are cold. 19-year-olds. In a nutshell. Did you shine a light at me? Why? Did you want to do karaoke? I want to do karaoke too. But you shouldn't have cut me off. I haven't seen a song today. I gotta do it. Do you want this? Take it out of my hands. Take it.
You gotta stop it. You gotta cut it out. Drew Wayne, everybody. Wow, two at the same time. Not since I was 23 and really into cough syrup. All right, who's ready for our last comic of the evening? This is more than a man. He's a myth. He was born at the sea and all great things. Alex Tainsh, everybody.
Thanks, Elena, for your prolonged clapping. A lot of people go for the first time. I mean, they're all like prepared and shit. I just had some random stuff written down. I hope through the process of vocalization that some of it might become mildly humorous. So, someone said earlier that, whoa, it might have been Alan, I can't remember, but someone said 1 in 6 people struggle with hunger. But then I've also heard that 6 in 10 people struggle with obesity. So you got 60% of the country has too much food. You have 18% of the country that doesn't have enough, and only 22% somewhere in the middle. That doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. I think somewhere the statistics are flawed. Or things are really fucked up. Can't the fat people just eat less? No, they can't. That's the problem. That's what we look past when we talk about the obesity issue. They just can't stop. It just needs to be treated like an addiction. Which some people do, but we should make it more holistically acceptable. I told you I didn't have any jokes. I know Alan did say this. He talks about a political system, and he talks about you have the 2 parties, and you got one puppet, right? He's right. That one puppet, you know what it is? Corporations. Because corporations can do something that like no other one set can do. Everybody owes them something. The rich people buy from them. The poor people work for them. The media is owned by them, and the politicians get paid for them. Get paid by them. Sorry. So there's nothing you can fucking do, right? Because I don't like corporations, and I'm not giving up my Ray-Bans or my primetime television. Poor people ain't gonna give up their job. The media don't want to get thrown out the door because the corporate owners are unhappy with what they're saying. And the politicians want to get fucking reelected, bang 18-year-old boys, and fucking live on islands fucking on the East Coast. That's what they want to do. There's some girls in there, but I went with the statistics to choose which gender I went with. switch it around. He also got rid of the belt. So he should get some credit. Because I think if he kept the belt, he might have gotten sued by like the medical professionals. So they'd be like, we've been doing that shit way longer. It's because you used a more comfortable fabric, because I mean, you should get all the praise. When I was a kid, we used to go to this bagel shop in Ranch, and bagel shop, there was like this little pond that had ducks, and we used to feed, like, we used to get like an extra bagel, and we'd rip it up, and we'd feed it to the ducks. And then we learned that apparently if you give bread to ducks, because they're like around water, they have water in their stomach, it inflates, you can potentially kill them if they eat too much, because they don't regulate how much they eat when you're just throwing bread at them. They're like a bunch of sorority girls, and you put down a bottle of Smirnoff. So then for like 6 months, we stopped feeding the ducks bread. And then all of a sudden, one day, we just started doing it again. I guess it took us 6 months to decide that we preferred feeding and potentially killing the birds more than we actually cared about them. It was just really, we got enjoyment from feeding them. That's the only reason we did it. We don't actually give a fuck about the birds. That's the end of the joke. Thanks, Elena. You're the only one that's keeping me going here. And Mary, and Rose. We got the 3 right in the front there. Staying strong. Why do you never see store-brand toothpaste in anyone's house? Everything else, you get store-brand this, store-brand that. But you go in, it's always Crest, Colgate, Tom's of Maine. You never see Kroger toothpaste. The only other thing you see that with is condoms. I don't know what that says about our society, but it says something. Sometimes I watch like TV shows and like I feel like, oh, I really want to do that. Like you, especially like these reality shows, like you're watching Deadliest Catch, you're like, that would be so much fun. You go out there and go fishing and stuff, and then you factor in the chance of dying, and then you remember that's why you went to college, so you didn't have to do a job where you die. Although that, of course, isn't counting like Xerox paper salesmen who then decide to kill themselves. But even then, that's still like their decision. Falling off a boat is not your decision. Silver is the world's worst commodity. It doesn't do anything. It's shiny. That's all silver does. It's just a worse gold or platinum. Silver only exists so poor people can pretend to feel like they're rich. But I don't even understand like platinum, gold, silver, really all of them for me don't really do anything. They're shiny. That is their big beneficiary to mankind. I want to be the first guy that like walked up and was like, hey, can I have 10 of your cows? No. Yeah, but I got this shiny, yellowy stuff. Oh, yeah, you got 20. You know how much shit that's worth? Look how pretty it is. It's worthless. Probably invented by a corporation. They're the ones that came up with that. They were called the Freemasons. They were the world's first corporation. Alright, I've been doing this joke a little bit recently. I'm going to end it on this because you might actually laugh. Everybody's so obsessed, especially like English and French people, they're obsessed with getting over the English Channel. You're always hearing about it. They're flying over it, they're swimming over it, they're scuba diving over it. Every possible way, they're trying to get over it. I was actually watching CNN the other day, and they were like, a 34-year-old Frenchman today became the first person to swim across the English Channel while masturbating the entire time. He had a man in a rowboat next to him, and they gave him a Viagra every 30 minutes and ample supply of pornography. Why he had